My name is Mike. I'm the EST for PD for this term, AIESEC in Malaysia 2018, and my job is a customer relationship manager, and I'm in charge of actually making sure whatever things for customer relationship management is in place. So these are the guidelines and SOP that has been developed so that LCs are better able to manage our partners. So let's start. Let's talk a little bit about why. So again, in short, customer relationship management plays a very crucial role because success or failure of any organization depends on the relations with the customers. So it's very important to really drive our long-term partnerships because without this in place, our partnerships will all die within a year or two, especially in an organization like AIESEC where members change every year. What is CRM? It means customer relationship management, just in case you didn't know. It's a strategy to manage an organization's relationships and interactions with potential and current customers. So it's very important for us to actually do CRM because the aim of it is pretty simple, is to improve business relationships. Talk about SOP. SOP means standard operating procedure, just in case you didn't know. It basically is the how to and what to do to ensure everyone can know how to do CRM. So before that, you can actually refer to the customer flow, which is all four the stages outside this text box itself. We'll start with attraction to consideration to value delivery and brand accuracy. And I'll go in depth into each element later on. Okay, so let's go next. Process time. So what's process time? It's the recommended process time for you to convert your lead from this stage to the next stage. So let's look at some examples. First contact to follow up, you should be doing it within 24 hours. Meeting secured to meeting attend, it should be within the week or within 1 week, 7 days itself. Secondly, meeting attended to follow up. Do it within a day before the lead becomes cold. Whatever things that information that you need, do provide to them within a day or two. Secondly, meeting attended within 2 weeks as well. So meeting attended to MOU sign, please do so within 2 weeks to make sure that the lead is still hot when you're trying to convert them. Okay. Sales timeline. So sales timeline is basically our operation timeline, but in the PD version. So let's look at this. This is a summer peak timeline. You can see attraction, consideration, blah blah blah. All these are all important to take note, especially whatever happens in the partner relationship management part. Okay. This part happens in winter. It's exactly the same thing, but the months are different. And also take note about the partner relationship management. And stay tuned because I'll be coming up with a better booklet and checklist so that you know what you need to do for value delivery and also for post partnership review, because that will be my focus for the upcoming next month. Let's talk about attraction. What element falls under here? Market research. So in short, market research is to be able to understand and define what do we need from our partners and what can we provide through our programs in AIESEC itself. And it's very important to align our sales team and the execution team so that the partners that we are finding is really aligned towards what we need and what we can provide is really promising in a sense. So HubSpot on this stage, CRM system is called HubSpot. And at this stage, there isn't really nothing much to do on HubSpot. But only thing is that DMF should be prepared when you're doing market research. And as you can see, on the top left corner, normally I provide my tips for each of these space. And top right will be emphasizing on the KPIs, but for market research, I never really put any KPI. So let's move on to the next. So for this, by conducting market research, which is lead generation, for the next one is lead generation. So yeah, I'm not going to elaborate too much, but it's a process of attracting and converting strangers into someone who has indicated interest. So take note about HubSpot. At this stage, leads should have been added to HubSpot in both companies and contacts, and add in as much relevant information regarding a partner or potential customer based on your research in the earlier stage. Contact. First contact is to contact our prospective partners either through call or even email sent. But of course, suggested for me, my personal opinion is to call. So at this stage, what you need to make sure is that whatever email thread, if you do a cold email, is actually linked towards the HubSpot with the HubSpot extension, which you can see with the resource in the last slide later on. And also whatever outcomes of the cold call, there should be a minute as well. When you're doing a cold call, you should be writing down all the output, type down whatever stuff like that, but making sure that it's really an output from the cold call itself and to be uploaded in HubSpot through either a comment or a new document itself. The next stage is consideration. Follow-up is very important because customers or partners always forget, okay, that they need to reply us. So you can read my tips, you can read the how-tos, then I won't explain too much. And take note on the HubSpot here. At this stage, again, make sure the email thread is linked. Any changes in the topics of discussion is left in the comment on the thread itself. Meeting attended. Yes, this is where you actually go to meet the person, meet the partner to discuss on the potential partnership itself. And take note, normally you won't really actually get the deal done in one meeting. It takes quite a few meetings. But every single meeting that, when it's like, for example, one partner, you attend multiple meetings just to secure that deal, that should be considered only as one meeting attended. You don't go for the second meeting to consider it as a meeting attended as well. Okay. And also take note of the hotspot. At this stage, ensure meeting minutes is actually taken down and uploaded in the company section, or even there's a debrief like what went well, or even better if. Make sure you always put it on hotspot for reference, for future references, and for your team leader and your VP to actually refer to. Next, MOU sign. This is mainly focused on our LP. Again, hotspot, take note. You can also read my tips and so the how-to part. At this stage, upload all our signed MOU, MOA on HubSpot. Ensure expectation setting is done and is actually uploaded on HubSpot for future reference. On the workflow. Workflow is something driven down from MC so that everything is aligned from MC to LC level. This is focused on LP. About the FP part, sales one is similar towards LP, where MOU and MOA needs to be uploaded to HubSpot. Expectation setting is done the same way as well. There's only things different. Look through here a little bit. I won't read through everything because this is everything that is downscaled from MC towards you. But this is important for you to take note. Okay. Let's go to L3. This is where we actually sign the partnership and time to execute. Fulfilling MOU, basically fulfilling the terms law. What else can I say? One major tip that I really want to emphasize is that please do not neglect the time where after the MOU is signed all the way until project execution, because normally there's a gap of maybe 1 month if you're early, if not maybe weeks, depending on you. But it's always important to ensure there's a follow-up after the MOU is signed, making sure there's another meeting to finalize all the details of execution, blah blah blah, stuff like that, making sure it actually happens. And hotspot, take note, at this stage, make sure all the MOU is already uploaded. There's nothing really much to update here, but whatever email threads for your meetings, make sure it's still BAU as the same. It's all attached in the company section there. On the last part, which is brand advocacy. Advocacy is basically when the partnership is done, we need to review the partnership experience, whether was it good, was it bad, what do we do now, what do we do next, how can we do better, so stuff like that. And most important thing at this part, at this stage, ensure all email threads are still present and ensure that feedback is given and received is really documented. And you can either put a document, upload a document on HubSpot, or leave it as a comment so that future generations or future AIESECers can really refer to this. Okay. Take note again, I have left quite a lot of tips on my top left corner. This is coming from me personally based on my sales experience. So in the end, I hope that these tips will really be helpful for you. So let me know if you need anything. Next, this is the resource. Rember the slides that Govi and Tavi made. So like for example, how do I create a company? How do I create a contact? All this you can actually find here. Just click on this here, resource for you on HubSpot. Click it, you bring it to that slides itself. Then you can understand a little bit more about HubSpot. And if you have any questions that you want to ask about this whole PD SOP, please feel free to ask me about HubSpot implementation. Any feedback you want to let me know, please feel free to let me know, because this is my job to make sure we manage our partners properly and we can drive long-term partners. So that'll be all from me, and thank you.